Hello, Mr. Randy Duck, and welcome back for another episode of Decent Defeats. This time we're on episode 11, and it's actually the ISM special because I had two Decent Defeats replays saved from when I was free marketing this tank, which I've now done, and also I've got the video out of the free market, the ISM. So if you enjoy this content and you want to see a bit more of the ISM, there is a video out there for you on my channel. But yeah, this is two replays in the ISM. So we obviously have the first map here on Ghost Town, which is obviously capped at tier 8 now, and it's a shame because I actually really enjoy this map. So it is quite nice when you get to play tier 8s and you get to Ghost Town, because I just think it's really decent, well balanced. Well, it is balanced because it's literally symmetrical. You couldn't really get any more balance than that. And yeah, so we are, like I say, we are top tier. We're in a top tier heavy. The fun police isn't going to be too much a concern on a map like this. So we're just going to get up in their face and brawl. You know, it's probably the perfect map for a heavy tank. So we're having a look at the map. We're having a look where the enemy tanks are, and most of them on the other side, as you can see. So I'm going to play quite aggressively here, not stop, because I know I can. You know, looking where our tanks are lighting down that road, I know that I do have, I'm able to push this side, and hopefully we can try and catch this heavy who's a little bit isolated to our left and try and take him out pretty quickly if we can. So it's a Tiger 2, Zamorak's not paying much attention to ourselves because a little bit distracted by our stuff on the hill, and we're looking to use this alpha to just try and get rid of this Tiger 2 as quickly as possible. It looks like it's going to get shut down, so I don't waste my time turning. They do get shut down, and we get a lovely one into that in the panzer there. Unfortunately, we do eat one in return. So we are one tank down, and I'm just looking to see where the best place to get shots on. I thought I might be able to side scrape off this corner and get a few shots in. Looks like there's a few people in the open, but there isn't. I've got this Tiger, so defender. That shot, yeah, I went for it, but yeah, really pretty unlikely I'm going to penetrate the side of the turret. It does have really decent armour in the turret, the defender, but we have shots available. We're going to side scrape off this corner, see if we can get rid of the nuisance light tank. Unfortunately, he sort of messes up with his driving, probably sort of taking lessons off of me, and we're able to get a nice shot into them. When we've got this Carnarvon in front of us, we're able to go straight through the turret face, picking up ourselves another shot of damage, putting us onto 2,000 damage and 300 assistance, which must be from the truck assistance. And we need to try and take care of this heavy in front of us as quick as we can, because I am concerned we're going to get capped out now because we have an enemy light tank in our cap. So I'm going to have to push up the pace, and that's why I'm going to make this play, make this push, because I can't sit around wasting time. I need to make stuff happen for our team. We get a good one in the interpanzer there, putting him on a one shot. Now I'm going to push this Carnarvon because I know he's isolated, and the heavy tank's around the corner. I'm hoping they don't come in. I do have support though. We're going to do our best to try and sort of angle as much as we can. We get a lovely one for the track well there. And we're just trying to make it awkward for him to pen. We actually do manage to bounce quite a few shots there. We get one more in, but unfortunately we don't roll high enough to kill him, but it does put us on 3,400 damage. We bounce one in return, and so far it's still pretty close. It is unfortunately down to 6 versus 8, but it is still quite close. We're able to take up another tank, even the score. We get fortunate to ricochet that defender. Now I'm checking the hit points of the tanks surrounding us, which is important. That Citadel, if I roll high by 1, I can finish him, and I do. And then I've got this brilliant wreck here to try and help myself with the defender. Like I say, very close game, still 6 versus 6. But this defender is obviously one of the biggest threats. Annoyingly, the fire kind of makes it awkward for me to hit that shot, and I miss it and eat one in return, and now I'm getting full send by this light tank. Now this is costing me. It's put me on a one shot, and And yeah, that I really needed them hit points, if I'm honest. I really did. We do manage to finish off the light tank, bringing it back to a 4 versus 4. Still very close. We're still in this, but we're getting a little bit surrounded, a little bit boxed in, and we're not in a good situation anymore. So I'm looking to see where the lowest hit points tanks are. Skoda T55, you know, potential 2-shot to us, and then we've got this Churchill. It's only a tier 6, but it is a 1-shot, so we'll make sure we confirm that. Putting it onto the 3 versus 3, but then they push round and my team quickly gets taken out. I take out the Panther 2, but now, yeah, there's no hope for me. You know, I tried my best, but sometimes you just can't win. Quick game, but you know, a lot of action. But yeah, unfortunately, we don't manage to pick up the win, but we do get 6 kills, 4,800 damage, 1,000 truck assistance, getting the top gun, getting the ace tanker and the high caliber. So a decent game nonetheless. And we have one more replay to come, so I'll see you over there in a bit. Okay, so here we are for the second and final replay of the video. We are on Redshire. We are top tier. We've got 1 fun place in the game, and we are tuned up with the legend of Petty 360. So, yeah, being top tier in a heavy tank, we're going to trundle our way down to the sort of heavy side here on the left, get up and onto this hill, and hopefully we can get in a good position for our tank and get in a little bit of a brawl. You see, I'll turn my turret there just in case I've got any shots on the move. Also, presents my, if I do get lit, it presents my turret front to the enemy rather than my turret side. But now I want to sort of pay attention to the ridge we're going to go up to the top. And yeah, we're hoping, obviously this is where I like to go in the heavy tanks. I like to play this side, depending on my tiering. Obviously, if there's loads of tier 10s in the lobby, maybe I'll do something different, but yeah, I probably wouldn't, to be honest with you. But yeah, we're going to see what we can get done. I've got to be a little bit careful of the fun place, but again, there's not really a lot I can do to avoid that. You just got to play, really. We have a decent amount of support coming with us. So I'm feeling pretty confident at this point. I want to get under, tucked underneath this ridge in the front if I can, because I, use my rear turret. I'll be able to side scrape off of this rock quite nicely, and yeah, ideally I can get into this position, which I have, because this should work out pretty well. I've got a good position now. I've got a little bit cover from the fun police with that rock, and also got, I can cover my lower plate and just try and use the tank to its best. It can do. We get a lovely shot into the cupola of that heavy tank here. We're looking for shots into the ISM, but he's hiding most of his weaknesses at the moment, so I haven't quite got a shot. There is a lot of tanks here though, so we are going to get a brawl. Thankfully that Emil actually just pokes right out in front of us, and we get a lovely shot through there. We wasn't able to track him in place, which would have been nice. We've got the Oho coming, which is a problem. I should have aimed that shot a little bit. I waited a second later, and I could have actually got a pen on that Oho there, which would have been an extra shot of damage. Going to go for the weak tumour, which is what I should have done before, picking myself up another pen. But like I say, there is a lot of guns in front of us, and I need to keep this gun firing, which I am able to do at the moment. Unfortunately, we do get penned there by the Oho. But yeah, now we've got this ISM is pushing us aggressively. I'm looking for a shot. I'm going to wait for he turns his turret. He just turns his turret, exposing the weaker point, and I'm able to go through with the APCR rounds. We've now got this 50E2. He's dumping clips into our friendly team. We're able to get a shot in. Now this Emil pushing here. I don't turn my turret all the way. I was going to, but then I thought I'm going to eat so many shots by doing that. It's just not worth it. I can't turn. I've just got to pray my team are able to kill the Emil while I deal with what's in front, because obviously I wasn't able to get shots in. So I would have exposed all my armour, trying to do that. You don't want to make that mistake. Thankfully, my team actually do take him out. We're looking for dangerous tanks like this autoloader Sergeant Slaughter, the unskinned version, because that tank can dish out some real damage. We managed to take that out, putting us on sort of just over 3,400 damage here. But now we are proper outgunned, and we need to make sure we are focusing tanks and getting tanks out, because we are outnumbered here. We got the Oho to a one shot. We're hoping we're going to be able to finish him off. Unfortunately, not not quick enough to save our IS-3, but we do take him out. The ISM's coming round, the ISM gets a shot into us, but we know we've got the kill on this ISM now because the ISM is shot is a one-shot to us. We pick up the kill, putting us into 4,400 damage. Now we quickly turn, we've got this little tier 6 behind us. We're going to, I believe he's a one-shot too. We're just going to push and just get rid of this tank. And then we do put us onto 4,600, picking up another kill. And now we've actually survived the worst of it, and I'm thinking, oh, this is good, you know. It looks like the rest of the enemy team are kind of pushing our base. I'm thinking, look, I'll just clear up these tanks here, get a lovely one onto KB3, setting them on fire. And now I can just push back to the base, defend the base, and this could be a really, really good game. And unfortunately, this is the problem. There was a jackal there, which I wasn't to know. I thought we'd won that area, and now I've got to turn around and deal with this jackal. But I'm concerned that I'm going to get shot in behind when we make this push. And this is, yeah, this is a shame. If I'd have just spotted that jackal a little bit sooner, because you see now I get caught out making the climb because I get lit, and I just wasn't expecting that jackal to be there, but I still had to deal with a jackal. And I'm getting absolutely punished. I've just lost all my hit points, which is so annoying because I could have easily took out this jackal if I was at full health. You know, a second later, maybe I should have pushed and just made sure I cleared it, but it looked like I had to go back and defend the base. We're hoping maybe we can still kill him, but he gets one in through us for our turret. We get one in, we think we're able to go hold down, but he actually penetrates us for our turret there, and that jackal has terrible penetration, so that is a real shame. But we actually managed to get taken out there, because that game could have been a lot more. We had a decent game at 4,000, 5,500. We get the ace tanker, the high caliber. But yeah, just what could have been. If I just would have stayed up there for a second later, if that jackal got spotted a little bit sooner, I would have killed the jackal with ease, and then I could have gone back to defend the base. But unfortunately I got caught out, lost my hit points, and it is what it is. So that is an end for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And as always, happy tanking.
Enemy in sight. Hadouken!